All right, I just happened to be looking at these articles about what's going on in Vermont. I think what it is a wave of storms that are going through the northeast part of the U.S. and Canada, okay, or the southeastern part of Canada, and they're just going through from like Nova Scotia all the way to Illinois, just ravaging stuff. Vermont, for example, okay, I think the capital or the largest city is Montpelier, okay, and I've seen pictures of it. It just looks like Venice. Everything is flooded. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Vermont or is on the Hudson River. If somebody could correct me, let me know. All right, I did some history back in the day. That I know Vermont used to be actually, in New Hampshire used to be a part of New York, and then they broke off to be their own state. But nevertheless, okay, that they've had some severe flooding from the rivers and streams from all the rain, and it looks bad out there. I mean, very, very bad. Uh, they got like mud in the streets. I mean, 5, 6 foot feet of it, where they got let's see, bulldozers trying to clean the streets and all that. People are moving debris and stuff like that. They got furniture like piled up, okay, in front of apartment complex because everything was ruined. You know, I mean, it's really a heartbreaking thing to see. So I got to tell you, you know what I'm saying? My condolences go out to y'all. I'm really, really broken to see this. Okay, I had a couple that came from Nova Scotia, and I think they're going through the same thing there, a similar thing there, but without all the flooding. Okay, and there's supposed to be more rain coming through. I understand over the weekend. Furthermore, Chicago, they got tornadoes at Chicago out there in the airport around the vicinity of O'Hare Airport, which I think is like the west part of Chicago. All right, I flew out there in O'Hare a couple of times, so I would at least know how to get to the airport in Chicago. Okay, but yeah, I've never heard of tornadoes in Chicago out there. Not saying that they don't have them, okay, but there were several of those tornadoes that were going on, okay, either concurrently or simultaneously, okay. So I guess because of all, like say, the rain and all that, okay, that had moved out west, that they've gotten to the rain has, I don't know, have flooded these rivers and streams and trickled down the Mississippi River. And now I understand, like in Mississippi, that they're having like some flooding down there. I do know Memphis at one time, half the river dried up, so that'll probably be good in a way to replenish the Mississippi River in Memphis. But wow, like this is just a trickle down effect. Pretty much, a lot of places that's east of the Mississippi, particularly if you're in the Northeast, they're taking the beating out there. So, man, I just say Godspeed, and I'm just heartfelt for you. So, also in Florida too, it's a heat advisory too. I don't know why I wouldn't want to go to Florida, like particularly the southeastern part around the summertime or whatever. Okay, that's probably worse than being here in Las Vegas. All we really have to deal with here is just heat, wind, and sun. That's it. But it gets about 115 out here in this area, you know what I'm saying? But we don't have the elements that they do out there out east. All right. Godspeed to my family and friends out there, okay? Or if you live in the Northeast or Chicago, and I don't know. I think that, you'll recover and pull through. I'm just trying to give some encouragement here, all right? But let me know what you think about the video here, okay?